Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Dignified2K, and today we're gonna hop right into the gameplay. I've been getting asked a lot why I don't run the twos on my post score this year. A lot of people know last year post scores are super overpowered and how they played. This year on the twos, they're not nearly as overpowered, but today we're bringing out 99 overall Joel Embiid. Last game he played against the Atlanta Hawks, he dropped his career high 49 points, and in my opinion, he is obviously, I think he's pretty well known as the best, at least best center in the East. Him and Jokic are kind of up there. There's a few other people that you could throw in that conversation, but definitely one of the most skilled big men in the game, and we're taking them on the twos. The first guys we're going up against, I'm not going to lie to you, they play the cheesy meta. A lot of people ask me as well, why I don't play stage as often? It's because the game, they just play the exact same way. Every kid plays exactly the same. They rim run with a guard, or they just use screens and do a close short fade. It's not fun, I don't think. Like, just playing like this isn't the most fun in my opinion, but we're going to go ahead and do it today, guys. And we're going crazy. Now, you guys can see I was running with a lockdown, but the way that we are running this is a way you don't see a lot of post locks do anymore. Pretty much it's just me going to ISO, and then we're going to have a perimeter lock in the corner just in case that guy bites enough to where he can actually shoot the ball. But you can see again, this is easy layups right there. Perimeter lockdowns with a little bit of finishing can actually abuse these guards. You can see this build can spot up and shoot. If they're going to commit down there, Joel Embiid is that mid-range shot. It's a knockdown shot. But anyway, with Joel Embiid, there's been a lot of conversation, obviously, with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. It's been going on for years, and I'll kind of dive into it a little bit more as we go into the video. But the whole thing is, can these two guys play together? Obviously, the biggest thing on Ben Simmons is that he can't shoot, and that's pretty, it's pretty well known, but he's so effective at, with defense and passing the ball, being able to get to the rim, that you got to focus a little bit more on that rather than the fact that he can't shoot. But when you have somebody like Joel Embiid, who is super dominant in the low post and on the block, you're going to have shooters surrounding him. And then the past couple years, you've had the JJ Redicks, the TJ McConnells, guys that can spread the floor for them a little bit and actually shoot it. But this year, I felt like they took a really odd approach with Tobias Harris, a guy that's about 6'8", 6'9", and then having Al Horford on the bench. And then they didn't really have a shooter. They had Josh Richardson, which is, he's an all right shooter, more of an elite defender kind of guy. But they don't have that shooting around him this year. And that's kind of forcing Joel Embiid to go out of the block, out of the paint, and actually, spread the floor and shoot threes. And that's the biggest thing. You guys have probably seen it. If you watch basketball, you've seen Shaq and Charles Barkley go at Joel Embiid because they think he could be the most dominant player in the NBA. And when he's trolling, and you guys have seen it on Instagram or on Twitter, when he's trolling and then they have a game the next day, you already know Joel Embiid is at least dropping 25 and 15. That's a guarantee. And they think like he can play like that all the time. And to be honest with you, he can. He just has to demand the basketball a little bit more. But another thing that's kind of going against him and a lot of the big men in today's NBA is that the spread, like the teams like to spread the floor. They like to shoot threes. They like to have fast-paced offense. But with Joel Embiid and guys like Kristaps and guys like Jokic, you can have that fast-paced offense, but there are guys that dominate the low block and they dominate down low. You're going to have certain possessions where you actually feed them and let them score. And that's the thing that, the 76ers have a hard time doing. Sometimes I feel like Joel Embiid he may not be in the best, shape sometimes. And he'll kind of take days off where he's, shooting a lot of post fades or he's shooting a lot of threes and not really getting enough touches down low because he could dominate anybody down low. You guys saw it against the Atlanta Hawks when he did it. Obviously going up against like John Collins with no Clint Capella down there, a guy that's about 6'9", 6'10". He was just able to dominate, get all the rebounds, finish around the rim, finesse with the fadeaways, hit the jump shot. And that's when he's most effective, when he's out there having fun, out there hitting jump shots. Then he could get into the post a little bit because they have to respect the shot. And I just don't feel like the 76ers have done that enough. I don't know if they've just been too injury prone. Joel Embiid's been hurt. He's actually out right now. Ben Simmons is out right now. It's like every single year, the narrative is kind of like, oh, they're injured or, oh, they're not fully healthy. But you can only ride that for so long. And to be honest with you, I would say that they should trade maybe even Joel Embiid. Maybe Joel Embiid needs to find a different home. The guy's turning 27, which is still really young. But then you got Ben Simmons, which if I can think correctly, he's like 21, 22, 23 in that age range. So he's got a whole lot more prime left than Joel Embiid. And I think, Ben Simmons technically, the way he plays, could probably run a team better because, he has the ball in his hands all the time. If you could surround Ben Simmons with shooters, kind of like how they are doing in Houston with the Rockets, I think that could transform, you know, Ben Simmons' game to a whole nother level. But let's talk a little bit about the gameplay. Comment down below, guys, what you think about the whole Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Can they play together? Do they need to split up? You know, are we going to be looking back in a couple years and be like, wow, this team really could have worked? Let me know down below in the comment section. But guys, I'm showing you another reason. I'll talk about this on Saturday. I actually have a video with my Giannis build going up against a legend. Make sure you guys like this video if you want to see that. It was definitely a good gameplay, and I've got a few other gameplays as well. But this is pretty much the whole thing with slashers, guys. I was going to talk about this in this game, in this video, but I might hold back on it till Saturday about the whole skill factor where, you know, James Harden was talking about skill. You guys can see we go down 16-0 against these guys that just hop, step, and run inside of the paint. Now, he got a pretty decent move with that crossover right there, but at this point, I was just like, man, these guys are scoring with rim runs every single time, going through our bodies, going baseline, all that kind of stuff like that. We have to make these guys shoot. So we finally get the ball back, and we're just playing simple, basic IQ basketball, spreading the floor out, one pass shoot, find somebody that's open kind of deal. You can see I get the little hop step tease myself right there just so I don't get blocked. And, you know, we're quickly going, and we're getting the score back, 16-4. This guy's, we're going against an interior force right here with probably around 30 badges for finishing, and you know, he has a very high driving dunk, so all they're going to be doing is hezzying and then going into the paint and just, you know, hop step dunking and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's just, you know, really skillful way to play the game. But you can see right here, we're going to finesse with a fadeaway. I try to go for the up and under, or like a post hook or something. He gets a 31% contest, but we're still out there. We're going to be able to finish. But this is the thing, guys. When you have an interior force, you can see how easy I'm able to blow by this guy, you know, spin by him. He's too small. This build is so overpowered, and a lot of you guys were asking me what it was. It's basically, it actually is my Taco Fall build. I will leave a link to that in the description if you guys want to see exactly how to make it. I actually kind of gave you another way you should make it as well, if you guys are wondering. But look, the build can shoot lights out. When you get Green Machine going, you can shoot threes lights out, and you could be extremely effective down low in the paint, and you can play great defense. You have enough defensive baddest, you know, guard primarily on the twos, guys that like to shoulder charge or rim run or stuff like that. You can get rebound chaser, intimidator, rebound, like all that kind of stuff like that. You can get whatever defensive badges you like. But we're playing these guys right here. I knew I didn't want to give them the ball back, but you can see we're just straight up ice wing. We're not using post hop shot one. We're not abusing hooks. You can't really do that on the twos, as I do a hook right there, but that's a good hook. But you can't really do that so much on the twos. It's not like the 1v1 court, because there actually is a 3 seconds. You guys can see this guy's got pogo stick, I guess, because he's just jumping for joy, but he's too small, so we finesse with the drop step, and we're already back in this game. They have not touched the ball a single time. We're shooting 100%, and I'm not trying to give the ball back again. Luckily, he doesn't get the steal right there. I'm open for the layup, and we've got 14 straight points, and we're shooting 100% like I said. You can see again, I'm going to kick it a Bam. Probably had the open shot, but very smart move to blow by him, and we're already back in the game. We're about to win it 20-0. But if you guys are this far into the video, I want you to take 1 second, comment down below logo dig, and then comment down again in the same post or another one which NBA player you guys would like to see next. I have a few videos that I'm working on right now that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. It's going to take a little bit of time to edit. I have this one video that I really think you guys are going to enjoy. Hopefully, you know, notifications send out. And again, you guys need to make sure you subscribe with notifications on for all posts, because some of these videos and the way YouTube is working, I'm not getting, you know, my notifications aren't getting sent out. You guys aren't seeing in your sub box till super late. So make sure you guys turn all those on so you can see them, because I've been dropping some bangers that have been low-key slipping by. But anyway, you can see this game right here. We're just showing you all the post moves. Like I mentioned before, you don't really see too many post scores this year on the twos, and especially the way I'm doing it. I'm just straight isoing. I'm not having a lockdown sitting down below in the paint to get every rebound that I chuck up. I'm actually straight isoing this guy, and if they miss, or if I miss, man. And they get the ball back. I think this is a fun way to play post score, but this is really where the 76ers want to see Joel Embiid. Obviously, with the NBA, like I mentioned, they're kind of transitioning to more of the 3 and spread the floor and quick pace game, which Joel Embiid, like I said, he can definitely shoot the basketball, but where he's most effective is down low. And look, right here, the little fadeaway cheese for the 3, or for the easy green, and put us up by 10. This build, guys, super overpowered. Look, he's going to sit back in the paint just because I've been post fading and post hooking. Don't think I won't take a step back and shoot a 3-pointer, man. This build's super overpowered. I want to do a Chris Stapps video because low-key, he's been going crazy. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you comment down below that you would actually like to see it. But you can see we get our shot blocked, get our own rebound. We're not giving up on the play. Switching shoulders. This move was nasty, man. But the fadeaways this year, I feel like, are so inconsistent. That's why a lot of people don't use post scores, or they just finesse their way with hooks and stuff like that. Because the post fades, I'm not going to lie to you, they're very ineffective. But you can see right here, post hook, end up missing. We get the rebound right there. Wide open mid-range shot, knocking it down, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you want to see more stage gameplay, make sure you comment that down below. But it's been your boy Dignified. I'm out. Peace.